Good morning, and it's been quite a good week hobby-wise this week. I've had a few days off, which is always a bonus, so I can get things done in the morning. And progress has been pretty good with these latest Spanish Fusiliers. And once again, the Perry miniatures. Once again, the clean-up was pretty awful, but full of character and nicely posed, nicely sculpted. But it's just that cleaning up. Guy called Mark did ask me the other day what is the recipe for the whites I use, and I will undercoat a white figure in white and then block all the colours in, which I'm doing at the moment. Once that's done, I'll give the whole figure a wash of soft tone, because the non-oil is way too black and the Agrax Earthshade again is too dark. And then once the wash is dried, I then go back to using white. You need to thin it down a little bit because you don't want it going all chalky. And you know, you just got to practice at it really. A couple of thin coats to highlight, and hopefully you can see. Let's use that on there. You see, and it does dull it down a little bit and gives some nice shading. Okay. So while that's been going on, as you know, I think my last video I showed you the swap I did with Stephen concerning my Vikings, and my Vikings went all the way up to Northern England, up to Sunderland. They couldn't get much higher than that, and I swapped my Normans yesterday with Ken from the Plastic Crack podcast, and he has his own channel, Miniature Wargaming Warriors. That's it. Ken came up all the way from the south, from Southampton, and I suppose it's geographically correct that the Normans are south and the Vikings went north. I don't think you get much further apart than that. And he came along and brought his Union troops, and the swap was made, and both parties were very happy. It was a shame to see my Dark Age armies go, but they just weren't being used. I think the project probably started 6 years ago, finished 3 years ago, and they've probably been used twice in that time. Whereas now I can bulk up my ACW forces. It gives us so many more possibilities down the club, especially as we're very taken with black powder and the ACW supplement, and my friend Tony has huge armies as well. So I think combined now with this new lot turning up, we can probably field about 36, probably 38 regiments of Union, and 30 battalions of Confederates. So big game, and that's before you include all the artillery and the cavalry, and so it will give us some decent sized battles. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll show you what I swapped. I won't show you everything, but this time there is a little bit of rebasing to be done on some of the troops, but overall I'm very happy because Ken didn't paint these. He purchased these with a heads up from Sean Bryant, but I think they're two different painters, two different styles of basing. Basing like this, which is, I won't touch this all. Let's see if I can get this over there. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And that's my wife telling me I've got to do something. And that's the correct frontage, which I use normally. So again, use that marked up on the back. So the better basing I'll leave, and then you have more basic basing. But these will be very easy to get off the cardboard base. I think some of the basing which I had to alter in the Confederate swap, I don't know what Stephen used to base those, but it was like armour plate. It was difficult, but these look very easy. That's another regiment. It's I'm very, very happy with this. Now I've got a the swap included quite a few Iron Brigade. I've got 4 regiments already of the Iron Brigade, and I think they have 5, so I can expand on my brigade. But there's a few overs with the larger hats, which I think I could just dot around and spread those out a little bit. I'm sure other units have those. Again, look at that. Really is very good. Mixture of Redoubt. I'm not too sure if it's Satchel and Sabre or Old Glory, because I haven't used either of those. There's quite a few of those, there's quite a few Limbers. 2 of those. Various skirmishers, command stands, you name it, it's here. It will give me, this swap will give me another 9 regiments, I think it is. Some nice old style command. So I don't recognise that figure. Again, these are, I think they're Redoubt. Just need to be a bit of rebasing. So they've got 4 more regiments in here, some of the old sharpshooters. Let's show you that one there. And some Irish, another Irish regiment, which I think will bring me up to a brigade now of 4 Irish, which will be handy, so I can fill those separately. And last of all, it's just, the horse holder has got those the hands drilled out with the reins put in. One like that and one round base, so I'm going to have to sort those out. Just that little bit of OCD in me needs everything to look the same. And I think there's 16 cavalry, dismounted cavalry, and obviously horse holders. So all in all, very good. And it's so good that it makes me want to get cracking on these now, but I've got to finish the Spanish. I think once that battalion's done, then I'll get into start rebasing this lot, or some of this lot, and then back to the Spanish. But my friend Tony is now collecting, or has collected quite a big force for muskets and tomahawks, the Napoleonic variants, and he's basing all his Napoleonics up individually, the ones he's purchased recently. I think I better go, because I think she said that's an angry text, that sounds like. Yes, so it's all to do, and it's all good fun, and it was really nice meeting Ken yesterday. We sat down and had a cup of tea. Unfortunately, he lives quite a distance away, so he had to pop off, but I think both parties were happy with the swap, and hopefully I'll see Ken again in the not too distant future. Hopefully get him along to my club, and he can play these or play against these, and it'll be good fun. Anyway, Thanks for watching.